Yes, sir. What's going on? What's going on, people? My people. We back
How
another
you
week,
doing?
man.
What's going on, my boy?
I can't call it, my guy. I can't call it another beautiful day in Gatorland. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, ain't it ain't such a thing.
It's always a beautiful day in
Ain't such a
Gatorland.
thing. Y'all play Kentucky today, man. You ain't worried?
Nah, no, sir. Let me make sure that's a no, sir. We're not worried about Kentucky. Um, yeah, why would we be? Why should we be? Is the question.
Hey,
Exactly. I ain't got one either. So yeah, man. We got Kentucky today, man. We got Bama, Texas. That's starting like an hour. Uh, we got weekend NFLs finally started. I mean, it started last night. Shout out to the Bills and the Rams and Ramsey, aka Burnt Toast.
burnt
uh,
toast. That's
Burnt
exactly
Toast.
what he was, bro. He was getting burnt
That
toast
man,
bad.
that man looked crazy. So look, let's start with the recap, man. Let's you want to start with the highlights from the game?
Yeah, yeah. Let's put some highlights. Man. Let's see what happened.
All right, man. Let's we're gonna run some highlights just in case y'all didn't see it, uh, so y'all can see.
Good spot. Left knee was down. It's where the ball is when the knee comes down. Knee just a little bit, and Allen will boot, and he'll flip it wide open. The man
Them
who scored on the
boys
touchdown in the
look like
playoffs.
a
Gabe
well-oiled
Davis, touchdown
running,
Buffalo.
like just a machine yesterday.
Off game against
They seem like
Tampa
a
when he
machine.
had to play and did a great job.
Came out ready.
-5.
They were-
Stafford back to the
that's
air with pressure.
well,
Von Miller in there, and
more
Oliver as
prepared.
well. And they
They
bring
were.
down Stafford.
On this defensive line.
I was
Stafford going
impressed.
quick
I
again,
ain't
and
gonna
that
lie.
pass intercepted. Dane Jackson with it. They rule him down by contact at the 33. But Stafford, who was tied for the league lead in picks last year, throw to the left side, and once again it's caught, and Diggs has a little room on the sideline. A
Ramsey
21-yard
again.
gain.
Likes to spread it out like
The rent. This is all night. Like it was like all night.
Wants to attack him with.
The 30-yard
Oh, they
line,
were
pressure
killing
in the
Ramsey.
middle, and he goes down.
All
Sack back at the
night,
41.
dog. It was a
It's just
sack.
like
Like,
Buffalo just had a different
Heat
attitude.
Allen back, shoulder throw, beautiful catch, Stephon Diggs again.
them boys, yeah.
Stephon Diggs working on Jalen Ramsey. That's really
Yeah,
good
it's
on
fine.
really good.
Hey.
Diggs wins.
The safety is cheating this way, so maybe not the opportunity here.
Robertson's at the bottom of the screen. Stafford's looking at the other side. Stafford's looking up at the
They
ceiling.
killing
Great
Stafford. So he
pressure
was
again.
bleeding by the end of the night.
Right, you saw that? My man was
Somebody take care of the pressure. Stafford
leading like
couldn't take
it's
care
a
of the
playoff
snap,
game.
and they take care of him. Drive 6 for the Bills. And
Look
Singletary
at that, but they
goes
just
open.
gashing
A
it.
nice run by Singletary.
Just playing, forget all those rules and get out of bounds.
Toss Singletary left, where the Bills are just moving the line of scrimmage.
Bills working.
First and goal. Bills driving for the lead, and Allen throws. Touchdown inside. And 7 to start the fourth. Roger Saffold back in.
I think when you
And
get
Allen
toasted like
bangs
that,
it,
you gotta
runs
take
it
them
deep.
single
Davis
digits
is
off.
open.
Yeah,
Gabe
it
Davis
is.
brought it in.
Man,
to the
I should have had
6-yard
Davis
line.
on my fantasy team
It was a
going,
great
boy.
play by Jalen
I'm
Ramsey.
trying to tell you.
You got it. Third and goal. Allen.
Go by the way.
Wagner.
Pumps,
Old man Wagner.
runs, breaks the play.
No hit
Touchdown,
stick.
Buffalo.
I don't see no avalanche
Josh
X
Allen
factor.
took care of it himself.
Where the X factor at? Then everybody want this one.
Third and 4. Allen
Everybody
stepping
want
up,
this one.
and now floating it downfield, and Diggs is behind the secondary. Stumbles, but brings
Toast.
it in.
This is
Buffalo
right here.
touchdown.
Hey,
That's
man.
it. Ooh. Ooh. That was bad. Ooh.
I like Jalen Ramsey, dog. I really do, man. I like. First of all, you got to put some respect on Stephon Diggs. He looked like a top 5 wide receiver last night. He won't just running.
Folks talking trash about him now. When
Hey,
we
man.
did the top 5 wide receiver list, a lot of people said Diggs. I don't know about Diggs. I don't know about Diggs. Ooh.
He looked like he wasn't just running post or go routes. He was running stops. He was running comebacks. He was running digs. He was running slant. Like he was running the whole playbook. You know what I'm saying? The route tree, and he was toasting. Hey man, so 2 questions: Is Ramsey is the Ramsey wave over? Not saying he's going to drop to like a bottom tier corner, but being that top guy, everybody just automatically goes to is like he the best. Is he there? Is he still in the top 3? Because you got guys.
Got paid like
I mean, he got paid like it, but they always do. And then the decline hits. Man, you got guys coming up: AJ Terrell, Jair Alexander, Tre'Davious White, Xavier Howard. You know what I'm saying? Like you got guys that don't give up what he gives up.
Yeah, that's true. I guess he gonna probably lay his hat on. His averages. I guess if you look at the averages, they're not that high against him. But it's just big games. He don't show up. Ramsey don't show up in big games. Pros in college, yeah, he might have been the man. That Florida State team was NFL talent on every damn position. So was it the team around him that made him look in Jacksonville? He had another all-pro on the other side playing corner. They had the defense inside. The front seven was monstrous. You know what I mean? When he was in Jacksonville. Last year, they got Von Miller. You got Aaron Donald. You know what I mean? All these players and all these people, star power. I mean, everybody get older, but I think it's just one game, man. We can't overreact, to it. I look at where the Rams are now and then say, by week 17, the boys might be back dangerous. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. I mean, they didn't. I don't think they started out as great either last year, the Rams as a team, but individually, Jalen Ramsey, is he now a liability on that back end? Like, can you still risk him being on the island by himself?
If he's playing against
who? Mike Evans?
Yeah,
he's not fast.
Yeah,
but
he's not a matchup. The matchup, it's a matchup game.
Jamar Chase got busy.
Them guys that have a combination of speed and power gonna hurt you. But if you're a Tyreek Hill, he gonna get you because you're not that strong. He know what to do every time. Or if you're a big guy who ain't that fast, he probably gonna get you. But if you one of them top 5, top tier guys, it's kind of really hard to stop the guy. Period. Unless your scheme at some point.
I wonder if he seems to do really good against like guys like that aren't route technicians.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Which is understandable because you go against it like a DK. DK is not a route technician. Yeah, he's fast, strong, one cut, get busy. But these younger guys coming in, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, these guys usually do pretty good against him because they have an arsenal of size, enough speed, power.
Yeah.
And they can run routes, man.
Yeah, good offense is going to be good defense anyway. So it's nothing you can really do or say about that part. But I just feel like Jalen Rams, man, when the lights be big and it's time to go, probably leaving the game in the room sometimes. But come playoff time, man, I don't know. Come playoff, you different monster. You wouldn't get money like that.
Very true. Now, also we saw. So I'm gonna start with the bad, right? Start with the bad. The Rams defense is what carried them through. And I understand it's the first week, but you bring back an Aaron Donald who just got 90, 100 mil for 2 years type contract. You got, of course, you don't have Von Miller, but you still got, the edge guys. You bring in Bobby Wagner. He won't hit no nothing last night. Like,
he might have made one play in the run game or a few plays in the run game, but Wag wouldn't really give it me, that thumper vibe. I'm going to lay somebody out. Like you said, his hit stick was not working. The first game of the season, maybe you were going against some superior talent, but the running backs from Buffalo probably are ranked in the top bottom half of the league, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see if he play that way against Kyler Murray. If you let Josh Allen get by you and score a touchdown, what do you think Kyler Murray gonna do to him?
Hey, and don't get me wrong, like the Bills are a good team. You know what I'm saying? The Bills were playing to go to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they're not a bad team, but they made them look great. It looked like the Bills picked up from when they played the Chiefs, and the Rams looked like a team that's a little still drunk off that Super Bowl celebration.
Yeah, I agree. And you know what? Coming off of, you can't do that in college. College, I think, is a little different. Plus, a lot of times on those championship teams in college, those guys leave. You might have a few guys that, stick around, but not like in the pros where you bring back, everybody basically. Look at Tom Brady. They won the championship in Tampa. They brought everybody back. So in the college, you can't really do that. So I don't think you have that complacency. You get 4 years or 3 years out of a player, and that's it. So say that to say, when you look at the NFL, look at the Major League Baseball, the Braves started off slow as hell too. You know what I mean? So I don't think you can judge them off that one game. I think the Rams still make the playoffs. I think the Rams still be one of the teams that could have a good deep run. Because they do have good quality players, man. It just takes time. They probably all season they've been answering a lot of more questions, Super Bowl interviews, this, that, and appearances. So yeah, it might be off for the first few weeks. I think me and you might have predicted the score though. If I'm not mistaken, we had already called whatever we're gonna be.
We already said the Bills weren't going to lose that one.
We told folks that, but everybody didn't want to listen.
Hey, man.
Everybody said, "No, it's the Rams."
Shout out to our 910 fellow co-host and Crystal. She picked it too. But yeah, man, like Buffalo had the number one defense last year. They look just as good. They got Kyer Elam played. They got a young guy who stepped up, 6th round draft pick from Villanova or something like that.
You know what, bro? I'm so excited. That's what I'm kind of excited about to get the season started tomorrow. There's a lot of young cats I want to see. A lot of young cats that, we like all the dogs. We got 15 dogs in the league. I want to see what they do. I was looking at James Cook. James Cook fumbled that ball. I said, God damn, James Cook, you got to look at that. I'll be out here fumbling the football like that, bro. Come on.
Then they take him out after that?
Yeah, they did, but they don't run the ball anyways. They put him back in. He got a little bit more burn back.
Okay.
But it just was a bad look. Zamir, I want to see what Zamir do. I'm definitely interested to see what Zamir. Trayvon Walker, I think he get his first sack, first series. I don't think he's gonna wait. I think he's gonna introduce himself to the league immediately. There's a couple cornerbacks out there. Stokes, I want to see how he's doing his second year. So there's a couple guys, man, that I look forward to really seeing. That boy, Kayvon, is Thibodeau, is he hurt still? Or is he gonna play?
I think he hurt.
Yeah, I think he got that knee injury. I think they took him out.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they rest him. I want to see, hey man, Damian Pierce, running back number 1, the Texans.
Hey, I got him on my fantasy, bro. I think that's a sleeper. I think that's a good pick.
I think he want to do some work. Of course, Pitts. Like, we got a lot of Gators out there, man, that's getting busy. It's going. I think this year is going to be one of two things, and I know this is broad and all that. It's either going to be a guaranteed preseason contender Super Bowl team, like everybody picks the Bills versus the Rams type thing, or it's going to be two totally different teams. It's going to be like a Jacksonville against the Vikings side. Like, I think it's going to be like either somebody totally unexpected or somebody like, it's not going to be somebody like we expect to be contenders in the league. It's going to be the big boys or somebody totally opposite.
I can believe that. I can see that. I totally can see that. For real. Seriously.
Now let's go, man. We talk about that college, man. Big day today. Your dogs. Who y'all play today, man?
Samson. They might get us. We got to be careful with Samson.
Samson. Who's that? Y'all play Sanford.
Samford. I said Samson.
Hey man, Sanford. Hey, bro, they be throwing it. I'm letting you know they throw the ball.
Hey man, listen. Chance an opportunity to get a few interceptions. We should be able to take a few to the house. You know what I mean? So
Now, what I will say about Sanford is they're very good at what they do. Like
we
they're
play
very
them.
like.
We play them annually.
Oh, okay. Oh,
Yeah, we
okay.
play them every year.
So yeah, y'all.
We get them that check every year to come on out, get us
Let's
ready
go.
before our SEC opening against South Carolina next week.
No man, y'all got to breeze. All right, man. So look, let's go. Take it or love it.
It's time for Take It or Leave It with KB and Steve O.
Indeed. All right, so we got a fan question, man. It's one of your dogs. Got us a question, man. Take it or leave it. Let's go. Get it over with.
All right, let's start this off by saying, go dogs. Hey, toe to toe. How's it going? You guys doing great with your podcast. Really love it. But quick question. How do you feel about UGA taking the national championship again? And how did you like the performance of Stetson Bennett over Oregon?
It's the Quavius. Shout out to Paul, man, for sending us that question. I'll let you go first, Steve. Or what you want to do? You want to go first?
Yeah, I told people that this Georgia team would be better than last year's team. And again, a lot of people looked at me and was like, what? No, how? Impossible. They had the greatest defense ever. And I'm like, nah, just watch. Trust me. They'll have a pretty good defense. So, pretty good offense. The offense, as we see last week, man, Stetson threw for 358, 3 touchdowns. I don't know, might become a norm. Got them tight ends that are different. I don't see how you guard some of those tight ends. You can't put a cornerback on them. You can't put a linebacker on them. Can't put a safety on them. So that being said, I expect the Dogs to be right back in the SEC championship. Definitely expect for them boys to be playing Bama. And if we can beat Bama, I think we beat them twice this year. SEC championship and again international championship.
I'm going to leave it. I don't see UGA winning a natty again. Do I see y'all being very successful? Absolutely. For the things you just said. I don't think the defense is going to be generational, but I think it's going to – UGA for the last, decade has had good defense. So I don't think they fall off. They have the bodies. They have the 5 stars. They got everything to be a good defense. So I think they'll be good. I don't think they'll be as good as last year, but y'all schedule definitely benefits y'all not having to go against a gauntlet of high-powered offenses. I think your offense, it'll be interesting. So before we get into the next thing of being like a contender or pretender, like the offense, I want to see y'all against a real defense. Of course, Oregon, the logo, everybody knows the logo. They got the high stand landing on that.
Don't you do the Ducks like that?
Come on, man. Like Bo Nix, like their offense wasn't hitting on nothing, but their offense hasn't been hitting on nothing for a while. Like this ain't new for Oregon. Their defense looked pretty. They looked like it was their first game. UGA looked like they're in their prime, like in the middle of the season, like they're well-oiled machine. Oregon looked like it was first week. Like if that matchup was probably week 4 or 5, it probably would have been a little bit better. It still would have been a loss for Oregon, but it may not have been a 50-something point loss. It might have just been 20-something. So I'm interested to see what Stetson is. If this is something that's just what he's going to go out with, being like, yo, I'm throwing like 300 yards a game. We putting it on the shoulders. We're going to run tunnel screens and bubble screens and seam.
You got Brock Bowers and Darnell Washington blocking. What cornerback gonna stop that out there?
It's going to have to be a team with some size at corner and size and linebackers or safeties that can run and cover. It's going to take a Bama style.
I was at Bama.
Well, I'm just saying it's going to take a team that has athletes at those positions because Oregon ain't got the dogs per se to run with those guys. But like I say, I don't see y'all struggling against anybody really. I think we'll be y'all best game all year, like it usually is. Yeah, I don't see y'all falling to anyone outside of maybe us if we lucky. But I'm not taking y'all to win the Natty. Like I don't see y'all dominating. Going undefeated and then get into the playoffs and just knocking everybody out. I don't see it.
We'll see, man. Kentucky might be tough. They play y'all today, so we'll see if they're contenders or pretenders.
Nah, man, pretenders, man. Them boys is pretenders. They pretenders.
Hey.
But yeah, man, look, let's get into it, man. New segment, man. We got let's drop it.
I got no time for fake ones.
Hey. Pretenders, contenders. Week 1. If you had to pick a school or two to be pretenders and contenders, who would you say?
Oh man. Oh. Florida got to be pretenders. I don't know how they went from unranked to 12. FSU got to be pretenders. I don't know why people so high on them after they beat a team that fumbled up 2 punts. Yeah. Just trying to run down the pretenders list. Oregon was a pretender. No, they weren't really that good. We knew that from the jump. Anybody else? I just feel like Texas. They're gonna get so Texas might get beat 55-0 today. I'm not even playing. I'm being so serious. Texas may get beat by 40 points. Nobody ever considered them a contender though. Notre Dame. Oh man, Notre Dame, get out of there. Y'all been pretenders for the last few years. I don't know why people even still giving y'all shots at big games. But that was a good game though. They played Ohio State actually pretty good for what Ohio State's supposed to have. And Ohio State, I would call them pretenders too. I'm expecting for these wide receivers to be out here going. Oh, I got one more. I ain't feeling. You know, I got one more pretender. I say that one for last. But Ohio State, bro, y'all supposed to have 5 wide, everybody 5 stars. You supposed to be air raiding and then throwing the ball. Y'all let Notre Dame hold y'all down. He knocked y'all best wide receiver out the game. Like, come on, man. What are y'all doing, Ohio State? I expected so much more. I really did. I was really kind of disappointed in Ohio State. I really was. Seriously. And last but not least, as far as my pretender list, what them Hurricanes at? 77. We scored 77 points. Did you see us go 77 against?
It wasn't me. It wasn't me. I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
Y'all, if y'all didn't score 77 points, I'm disappointed. And the fact that y'all gave up 13, I think that y'all trash. You gave up 13 to a high school. Me and Ken was out there playing quarterback in center, and y'all gave up 13 points to us. And you really excited. Oh, we scored 77. We almost broke the record. Y'all, stop this. Stop it, Miami. Stop. Play a real team. Texas A&M gonna beat the boy like drawing. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Now, if you go into College Station and you do your thing, Miami, I'll praise you up and down. But until then, stop talking about these 77 damn points versus Central High down there in Miami. Bethune-Cookman, Division II school. So you need to stop this.
Hey, I didn't have any Miami slander. I ain't got no Miami slander today because I honestly don't think they contenders, so they won't be pretenders. I think for my contenders, I think us naturally. I think Florida.
Bro, y'all be the flawed Utah.
I mean, I think we maybe had us in the Pitt game was probably like the only real games. Florida State, you get Florida State, LSU, their game. LSU did everything they could to lose the game.
Bam.
Like literally everything they could. and they did. So I mean, it wound up. Was it entertaining? Absolutely. Was it a good game? Like, not sloppy and all that. Like, no, it was sloppy. It was all that, but it was entertaining nonetheless. So none of them are contenders, but I have us as contenders. I think today Kentucky. Um,
I need to see what y'all do against Kentucky. I do.
hey man, I think we ran about 280, 290 against Utah, and we're going against a weaker Kentucky front seven. Yeah, I think we're going to run. It's going to be kind of wet out there still. I think it's supposed to have rained a little bit. I think you're going to see a lot of ground and pound by us. Another contender.
Georgia.
No, we know who. Georgia, Bama. We just get them to. They
So
automatically.
we really just the season just a formality. That's the matchup we want. We might well just get them 2 games, the best out of 3, and see who wins.
Nah.
Oh,
I liked Arkansas. Arkansas looked.
they got a good matchup today, though. You know that, right? They play South Carolina, which I'm not.
Yeah,
South Carolina ain't looking like world beaters, but I'm just saying they supposedly had a
yeah.
program that they were building something. Supposedly,
We're gonna see how that defense goes up. Against a solid South Carolina team. Like I didn't see anything that made them look crazy. Spencer Rattler plays within himself. He'll be fine. So I think Arkansas is a sleep contender, man. I think coming out that West, SEC West, is wide open behind Bama. I don't think A&M. I think A&M is a pretender. Them boys looked slaw first half. Then second half they opened up against a way lesser opponent. But
I agree with that. But it's the first week. Let me see what you look like this. Talking about this week, you look a little bit better. The quarterback position, I was not impressed with.
not that, and that's they'll beat teams. Like I still have them beating Miami, but when it goes against like some of these other powerhouses, when they play the Auburn, Bama, those guys, I'm like, I don't know if they got enough at quarterback to win those games or to be as successful as they were last year. Another one, Pitt. Pitt is a pretender. Them boys, if you got them winning the ACC is wide open. Like it literally is.
You ain't lying about that.
Oh, and another pretender, Clemson. Absolutely pretenders. As long as DJ, whatever his last name is the QB.
Younger, something like that.
Pretenders. And it'll be DJ Pretender because them boys looked terrible against Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
They look. If Georgia Tech had a little bit of offense, they would have steamrolled Clemson. They would have. It was bad. Like I was like, are you really struggling? Are you really struggling against Georgia Tech? Yo, they look bad. And until they put in the Cube link, they gonna look. He looked. I mean, of course, he came in at garbage time, but the way he just looks with the ball in his hand and moving around, he just looked different.
I guess Dabo don't want to be Kirby and do that Jake Fromm Kirby situation.
But he,
with the Kirby and the Justin Fields, like you know what I'm saying. So you know what I mean.
But he did it with Trevor Lawrence and what was the guy that left? That lost his job to Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, I remember he was pulling. I can't remember his name.
Yeah,
Boyd. But it went Boyd. Boyd. What?
Yeah,
I can't remember. Clemson got a quarterback worth a damn. So,
but it's like one of those things where it's like, I know DJ's your guy. It's one of the things. It's like I know DJ's your guy, but you can be you from last year, or you can be Dan Mullen. Like who you want to be. You know what I'm saying? Like by not playing the younger guy who's just looks better.
That's true. I'm with you. I think Clemson definitely should have been putting them in, man. DJ after last year he had the chance, but you see DJ earn like 1.5 in NIL. I mean, you
His
can't.
value, yeah. I mean,
Some things are money driven. You don't think them boosters gonna be like, hey man, I'm paying this guy. You don't think Ruiz got some pull about who gonna play and who ain't down there, man?
I hope
You
not.
crazy.
Like, if you letting the
You
booster
crazy.
control,
I'm just
if
saying this.
I mean, I get it, and I totally get it, and if it happens, I know it's happening, especially some of those other schools. But when a coach lets a booster come in
I
and
ain't gonna say he gonna let him come in and do that, but Ken, if you donated $3 million to Florida, you go there and have a conversation with some guy, be like, damn man,
Kelly Brown, that's
you
it.
know what I mean? You should have been like, man, what my wait, man, what my player at? My player ain't get no burn time. Now he got to come down to my store and sign autograph next week. What's up, coach?
I
Especially
mean,
if the person in front of him isn't looking. Now I understand if the person in front of him is winning or doing good, coach gonna be like, hell no, we winning. What am I gonna do that for? But he's not. I mean,
but the thing with DJ is they're winning, but
I
it's
guess
like,
you're right. I take that back. You're right. They only lost 3 games last.
it's like they're
Technically not
winning,
a
but
bad.
their defense, like, let's be real, their defense is when their defense
Crazy.
scoring 14 points a game. So it's
Yeah.
not like DJ has to do it. He just don't look good. Like he just don't look for what you need to be elite. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
when Clemson was balling, they had Deshaun Watson, they had Trevor Lawrence, like they had elite quarterback. Yeah, he came and took a job. And so maybe halfway through the season we see a change. Maybe that one loss that shouldn't have been a loss type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what they do in Clemson, but I'm telling you now, until if that quarterback situation don't change, they will not be successful. Or because the ACC is so weak right now that maybe
I
it's a
think
good.
they'll survive it. Yeah, the ACC, like you said, is so weak. I don't think that they'll have a real threat. Again, we
Right.
don't know if what Miami really is yet. You know what I mean? Maybe
Yeah, NC State
Miami.
lost. NC State
Oh
got
man,
pushed to the end with Eastern Carolina. Duke is going to be Duke. Virginia Tech, they got a new coach. Louisville looked good last night, so they look good. Pretender UCF, boy,
Oh,
I don't want to hear nothing on the timeline about no UCF, nothing.
they said they're the national champion. They really got that up in their stadium, brother. They are the 2017 national
That's
champion.
nuts.
Did you see that in their stadium? They really have it like up on the wall, like raised the banner and everything.
That's nuts. That's nuts. That's nuts. That's absolutely nuts. Like they look like professional side chicks. Like you're celebrating not being the main one. Like they've got when they beat Florida in a bowl game, they got state championship rings. Fam. Like what? Like they do that in college?
They said they beat the best team. They're the best team in Florida. So
Hey, I mean, I get it. They did, but Lord have mercy, dog. It does look constipated with it looks bad. Like their offense looks they look bad to me.
Man, listen.
They look bad to me. But yeah, man, I look forward to some games, man. Like I say, this Texas Bama game, though. I got Texas losing by like you know what? I think they're either going to get blown out by like 35 points or they'll win.
Texas need help. They need Bama to beat themselves, and Bama doesn't do that. So they're not going to get that help that they might get from other teams. You know, some teams, you know, a team can help you win. A team can help you lose, basically. You know, help themselves lose by turning the ball over, fumbling the ball, interception from a tip pass, most punts.
Right.
Bama don't do stuff like that. That's not about to happen. So,
especially week 2. Like if you catch them but like last year, we caught Bama early. But you know what I'm saying? We had the boys to do that. Like Texas ain't got that. But who knows, man? Quinn Ewers might become a legend before our eyes. Who would have thought Johnny Manziel would have beat Bama that year?
yeah, I mean nobody.
And nobody thinks
right.
Texas will
Nobody,
win.
bro.
But who knows, man? They down in Austin. shout out to that to the stadium. The stadium is very nice. The campus. Got to see him when I went to the Kendrick concert. Very
Man, I
nice
mean,
campus.
disrespect.
I was very
Disrespect.
disrespectful. I can't drop the photo because I ain't got it in right now. Actually, let me see if I got the photo. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I got the photo. If I got the photo, boy, I'm gonna drop it. You hear me?
You about to get that horns down, boy. Them boys finna get you.
You know, look, I ain't got it. I ain't got it this time. But boy, are they lucky. Boy, are they lucky. I ain't got it. Mm. But it's definitely horns down. Um, I just think it's gonna be a crazy one. That starts in about 20 minutes, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Um, so look, we gotta pay a bill or so. We're gonna go let our commercial run, and then we'll be back with our NFL. Man, we're gonna wrap it up with our NFL picks for the week, man.
Yes, sir.
All right, that was a little my camera coming up. Had to change clothes real quick. Um, but yeah, man. So let's go through these games, man. We're gonna go through each game. NFL. They got the over and unders and all that good jazz. And yeah, man. Tell me what you think, Steve. Week one.
Week one. Let me see, man. First one we're gonna go with together up here. Of course, you know I'm gonna pick my Falcons to upset the Saints. Of course, no, I gotta have that. Um, San Francisco. Ooh, yeah, I think San Francisco definitely will cover. San Francisco by 7, they'll cover that. I think San Francisco win by 10, maybe 13, 14. But Detroit, after all that hooping and hollering during the during the what's call it, bro, hard knocks and all that, I think they still go out there and get beat like a drum uh, by 13 plus. I think Philly's favored by 5. I think they'll win by 7 by a touchdown. Jacksonville. Ooh, you know what? Uh, I don't think that Jacksonville is gonna win out the game. I think Jacksonville will have a few games they'll win this year unexpectedly. Could they win this game? Yes. So 4 point Washington favored by 4. I probably ooh, I don't know. I don't know if I really like that, but it is what it is. We'll take that for dropped off. They're playing around with stuff, messed up. But yeah, I definitely like Washington to win this game. But if I had to pick an upset out of these four, I would take Jacksonville to upset Washington. If I had to pick an upset, he back. If I had
My
to pick
bad.
an upset out of this week, you good. I'm taking the over on all four though. I think the NFL first week defense is not really in sync as we've seen Josh Allen and them boys. If you got some chemistry going on your offense, I think you can beat these defenses this week. I see all these games being kind of a shootout, except for the Chicago and the Detroit and Philly. I kind of think those two games would be only because San Francisco defense is so good and up in their front four. Philly's defense is spectacular in their front four. I don't think Philly defense is getting enough talk and respect at the current moment, actually, with the two dogs that they drafted. But I'm gonna take I'm taking the over on everything.
I got so I got New Orleans winning. Jameis is in, right? Jameis is playing.
Uh Winston,
Yeah,
yes.
I don't
Yeah,
think
but
his
Michael Thomas is out. Winston's his point.
they don't
Winston
need
is
a
point.
man. They got old man Landry. They got Chris Olave. Um, Kamara is still here, surprisingly. Um, although he's going to be suspended the first few games, but
Me too. What's going
I,
on with that? Where's the NFL at? Dropping the ball again.
I think they said something about they're gonna push it to the end of the
Man, stop.
season, off season. I don't know, bro. I don't know.
Man, stop. He needs to be suspended immediately.
So I got the Saints winning that one. Definitely taking the over. Points wise, I don't know if total if it'll get to the 43, but I'm definitely taking the points. San Fran taking the points. I think Chicago may win one game this year, and I feel bad for Justin Fields, man. But
Yeah.
boy, this is about to get ugly. I got Philly beating Detroit. Philly offense is just Philly team in general.
A good team, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to them because I want to talk about this Philly team. Jacksonville, I got Jacksonville beating Washington because Washington's trash, and their front four is a little banged up. They don't have, I don't think they have the defensive backs to keep up with the wide receivers and Trevor Lawrence and ETN. You know what I'm saying? He family, even though he went to Clemson. Baby brother Gator. So I got robbed with the fam. But yeah, man, this Eagles Detroit, man. This Eagles team may be a sleeper team. I don't know if Jalen Hurts can get them to
I'm with
the
you.
mountaintop, but boy, their roster is filled with experience paired with youth and ability. That front seven, oh my lord! I don't know how you're going to stop Sweat, Bennett, Fox, Jordan Davis, Fletcher. I don't know how you stop Graham. I don't know how you stop those guys because that's 6 guys that play 4 positions. So the rotation is going to be crazy. And Jordan Davis he's in shape and he ready. I told you, if he in shape, like professional shape, that boy gonna be a problem. And I think he's gonna be a problem. Linebacker core, to DBs, and they got Chauncey Gardner now at safety. Like, I don't know how you beat them. Like on paper, they should smash everybody. Like the NFC East is
They
there.
should. Only thing I would question is the quarterback, which is the most important position. If Jalen Hurts get the happy feeding back there and not throwing the ball to the open receivers or throwing it 10 yards over their head, then he's not going to be that long. They got Minshew. I actually like Gardner Minshew.
I like him too.
Is an underrated quarterback who I think is at least accurate and can get the ball out. So I think if Jalen Hurts comes in and the offense doesn't do what it's supposed to do, I actually think you'll see a quarterback change. Then I think they'll be in the quarterback market next year when it comes draft time.
Yeah, they have 2 first-round picks for next year, so they can definitely parlay them things into a top 5 pick and get a quarterback. But I think Jalen Hurts is serviceable. He has weapons. You got AJ Brown. You got
He has no excuse.
You have no excuse. You have a defense that can hold. Like, this team is going to sneak up and people going to be like, oh shit, the Eagles.
Yeah.
So I definitely have them winning that. Then let's go to the next group of games, my boy. Pitt, Cincinnati, Colts, Houston, Cleveland, Carolina, Miami, New England. They starting off with the division games early, isn't it?
Right? I'm telling you, bro. We got New Orleans per week. I'm like, what the hell? Pitt and Cincinnati. I'm going with Cincinnati, of course. I'll say, of course. I think Pitt will be a good team. Don't get me wrong. Cincinnati favored by 6. That might be a little bit of a big spread, 6 points. But I think they'll win. What you got with that one?
I got Cincinnati, man. I'm not picking against Joe Burrow.
Joe Blow, the love of man.
Pittsburgh ain't the team to do it. But again, they got a defense, man. They got youth. They got that linebacker core now with Miles Jack, Devin Bush, and TJ Watt. They got some players over there. So it's just their offense. I don't know if their offense is ready to go against to keep up with Cincinnati's offense.
That boy Jacob in the comment. That boy Jacob say, Philly always got excuses. Dallas will win. The Bengals will win by 10. Okay. New England and Miami. Ooh.
Um, I got Miami just because it's New England right now. I'm not sold on anything New England does. Um, I'm
Really?
not. No, I don't think they have the team to keep up with my. They don't have anybody on their defense that I think can keep up with that offense. And their coach coming from the 49ers, I think they about to show some versatility. They're about to do some things with Waddle and Hill and the run game. Remember, they got Mostart now. They got a
Yeah, yeah.
tight end. They got
The
a
tight end,
nice.
they trying to trade. They don't need like the tight end.
They're gonna use him though.
Is he playing? He might not play.
I don't know, but they got a tight end, and he gonna get used, whoever it is.
I actually think Miami has a good chance to win that division. So I'm kind of with you. Well, I'm sorry. Buffalo's gonna win. Miami will be the second team. If they put out two, I think Miami will do it. Uh, that's tough though. I don't know. This is a tough pick for me. I ain't gonna lie, because I think New England has the coaching advantage. Miami might have the player advantage, but I feel like New England's always one of them teams where they don't have true stars like that a lot of the times, but they have players that play very well into the system. So he's a system type coach, and he's been running that same system for so long, bro. It's hard to go against that. So you got a brand new first time head coach, and you going against Bill Belichick. I think that's tough. I think coaching makes a huge difference. When to call timeout, when not to call timeout, getting the plays in. If you can't get the
Does
play in time. I
does New
don't know. I think all that stuff plays a factor into it.
but bro,
But
does New England have a coordinator yet? Have they made that decision
again,
to name somebody a coordinator?
it's
Like
kind
you,
of I look at New England like Kirby and Nick Saban. Do we really care about it? You go there to go get you a job. They didn't come hire you. They go hire who they want. You know what I mean? It's not a situation where they're in need like that. It's
when
against
you,
system. I'm just saying, Bill
but the
Belichick been
system ain't
doing
the
it for.
system. That system is in Vegas now. Remember, Josh Daniels
Well,
is gone,
I
and
hear
now
you.
they have
That's
Matt
Tom
Patricia,
Brady. Tom Brady gone, but Matt Patricia back.
but he not an offensive coordinator. He a defensive guy.
He wasn't too good at that. So maybe offense will be his calling card. Because when he went to Detroit, he wouldn't work for damn. So maybe
Hey,
maybe he got a maybe he said maybe switch to the other side of the ball. Since I'm giving up so many points, I see how easy it is to score on my defense. Let me go to the other side and start attacking folks' defenses the way people attack mine. Maybe he saw the light and just said, I'm gonna go to offense. I don't know. But Bill Belichick is still there. That's my whole thing. And if you look at the spread on this game, it's one of the closer games as well. 3.5 points, that's a field goal, basically. You know what I mean? That's a tough call. So I'm gonna go with New England for the win at this with the upset. I think
mm,
Miami will be kind of I think they'll be good, but I think trying to get your boy hurt. I mean Tua and Cheetah on the same page so quickly, I don't think it'll happen like that.
hey man, so we split that. I'm going Miami. You going New England? Colts versus
So,
Texans.
give me the upset, baby. Give me the Colts for the upset. I like old goddamn David Hill, whatever his name is.
You said the Colts is the upset.
Oh no, I mean Houston.
I'm about to say Houston. Looks, yeah,
I'm not doing it. Matt Ryan to get his first win.
yeah, and the Colts gonna get this dub, man. They're gonna run the ball. They're gonna throw a lot of
Oh
short
no, I
passes.
like Lovie Smith, man. Don't sleep on Lovie Smith. I don't think he's gonna take his second chance lightly. He knows it's his last chance in the NFL. And I actually like Lovie Smith as a coach. So I'm just saying, don't think the Texans ain't gonna be kind of ready. You know what I mean?
I
They might
hope.
not have the horses, but
Hey man, they don't need the horses when they got a Gator, baby. They got one on the defensive line on the edge, and they got a running back, man. That's all y'all need.
there you go. Gator power. Power them boys to a win this week.
Next one, Carolina, Cleveland. This the one. This the one I want to see.
Yeah,
This
yeah,
one.
yeah, yeah. This is a game I'm probably gonna have on my tablet. You know, they got the Falcon game for a local, but this game I'm going to put on my tablet. Can you imagine, Ken? Now you played the game. You know what I mean? You did it. You played with them guys that have that different color jersey on. Where they got a red jersey on, black jersey on, orange jersey on. You quarterback. You know that. You touch them, coach going off, you'll get fined. You might well go take off running. Don't even come back to practice over with. If you touch the quarterback, you're gonna get. You know how it is. You can't do that. He has on a red jersey. Guess what Myles Garrett's saying now? You don't have on that red jersey. I get to come around this edge and hit you as hard as I can, and I don't have to worry about coach finding me. I don't have to worry about coach telling me to get out of practice. I think the Browns gonna
You think
fire
the
off
text
on
message, you think the text messages ain't been sent?
bro, I think it'll be some bounty gate type thing going on.
Hey, man.
I'm talking about coach gonna say whoever lay Baker out, whoever knock him out the game, I give you an extra $5 million. I got the money in my pocket, whatever the money is. I don't know how much it's gonna might not be $5
They
million.
must got it the way they paying quarterbacks.
I got 100,000 for whoever get the cleanest lick on Baker Mayfield.
Hey, look, man. Funny story. I remember my first year. I was playing JV, right? And I was already mad that the coach put me on JV 10th grade, you know what I'm saying? Because I just felt disrespected. I was like, how you going to put me on JV? Because I skipped a couple practices. I get it. You know what I'm saying? He was teaching me a lesson learned. Hey, first week, I had a homeboy that was on the team my freshman year. He switched schools. I said, yo, when I see you, it's going to be a problem. Like, I was just mad, bro. And I'm going to tell you, I put him out the game. I mean, he didn't see me coming, and I beeline. I mean, took his head off, dog. Like, it be like that. When you playing against old teammates, it's just something different because you know, especially when you couldn't touch them or you had to keep it cool and, you know, different things in the locker room, stuff been said. You know what I'm saying? Offense versus defense. It's a lot of disrespect that go on during training camp and practices, and words get said, man. Everybody ain't friends on the team, especially NFL. It's very business. Baker better slide. I mean, when I say slide, you better slide and roll, my guy. Don't leave that head up. You know how slide.
Yeah. They're gonna be.
Hey, but he better slide, tuck and roll. I'm telling you, it's going. They come. I'm not, and it's not even the linemen, because you know the linemen, they're gonna try to smash you anyway. It's the DBs. It's the
linebackers. Everybody, bro. Safeties. You know, safeties be flying down.
And you know Baker, he like to run around, create time.
Yeah. Oh boy. Oh,
hey boy.
They want you to get out
boy. Hey man, here you go. This guy.
I just ain't, you know.
All right, look. We starting off with a bang, baby. Tampa Bay and Dallas, and my Raiders. Check the background versus the Chargers. Vegas with the point spread. I'm taking the points and I'm taking the dub. Ooh. You must be nuts.
You think so? Vegas gonna win by 4 or more? That's what you say?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, okay, let me put him. Say Vegas. What?
I got Vegas with the dub, man. What do you want me to do? We got one of the best wide receiver cores in the league. I hope you got some wide receivers on your fantasy team for the Raiders. We got a stable running back. Our defense is on point. Hey man.
So give me the Chargers. Give me the Chargers by 3 or more.
Lord have mercy.
Give me the Chargers. What you want to put on? I know you love your Raiders. I know you love your team.
Oh man, he said Raiders by 6. I don't know now, man. Jacob's going for the Raiders.
See, he's jinxing you. Oh yeah.
I might have to change my pick.
All right, so they're gonna circle their game now. We taking the Chargers. All right, that's the game.
And then let's see, Tampa Bay, Dallas. I just have being able to watch Dallas in person. They ain't got the depth.
Tampa Bay O-line trash too, though. They hurt and banged up, so
they center hurt. But they got I forgot who they slid over a guy who plays center.
That's the most important position on the line, bro. You making all the calls.
But against Dallas, you don't have to worry about their interior line. It's their edge.
Who you got?
I got Tampa Bay by 3. So they're covering.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't see Dallas beating Tampa Bay. But who knows, man? We want to see if Diggs is serious. If that preseason just was a way to to trap everybody, get everybody thinking that he's hot garbage, and he turns out not to be. But we gonna see.
But Tom got this stuff going on at home. All these reports coming out about him and old girl being mad at each other. They ain't speaking to each other. They ain't standing in the same crib. Like,
hey man,
he's 45 years old. He knows what he's doing. But at some point, as I get older in my life, I don't even want to deal with stuff, and I just avoid situations because I don't want to deal with it. And I think, Tom, you're getting older, bro. You ain't really trying to hear what she's talking about, and now you still gotta go to practice. And now here come the real hits and licks and the bruises. Hey man, this thing go sideways. Tom might go ahead and jump in that broadcast booth.
He need to, man. He got what?
Bruce Arians done left too, so he ain't like he got this coach.
He got $200 million waiting for him. Hey, breaking news, by the way. Darren Waller just re-signed with the Raiders. $51 million in new money. New money.
He deserved that. Great, good tight end. Now,
absolutely.
Speaking of money, one thing we're gonna end this thing talking about it like this. Lamar Jackson. You sit there and you watch Russell Wilson just sign up brand new contract. Russell Wilson just got paid good money. And Lamar ain't got no contract yet. And he said that as of yesterday, he was done negotiating. So all I'm going to say is, Atlanta, hold on. Hold on.
Let's
next Mike Vick coming on back to the ATL.
Now let's see what Unc got to say about it. Let's see what Unc got to say about it. If y'all don't know, Shannon Sharp had a few words to say.
Injuries to Robert Griffith's legs changed what he was.
It derailed him.
So,
it did.
Skip, I'm sorry. I love the Ravens. I played 2 years there. Steve Bisciotti was the minority owner. Excuse me, guys.
Yep.
He was the minority owner.
Yep.
But if I'm Lamar Jackson, ain't nowhere in hell I'm going out there on that field.
I'm trying to tell you.
It's too risky. And I get it, Skip, I get it. Well, I had to risk my rookie year. I had to risk my second year. I had to risk my third year. I get all that. But at that point in time, you were not, and now you're one hit away from $200 million gone.
Right. He is scheduled to make $23 million, which is not chicken feed. But I get what you're saying. I got it.
That got what, 3 times that?
He did.
And then they'll deserve it.
That got $75 million to sign.
For
$80
no
million, $90
reason.
million to sign.
Yep.
So $23 million is a lot of money. But I'm sorry. I'm not going out there. And that's the way you put pressure on them. Because right now they're looking at it like Lamar, man, Lamar's going to go on out there. So, we don't have to do anything.
I'll call them
ain't
tonight.
No way in hell I'm going out there.
Y'all know I ain't going to make it.
If y'all win, y'all going to win without me.
ain't going to make it tomorrow.
And I'm going to put the pressure on you. You're going to give me what I'm asking for.
I'm calling in 24 hours in advance.
$230 million, but you're going to guarantee $200 million.
I'm
Fully
gone.
guaranteed $200 million. And when I come in to sign, I'm going to need a check for $140 million at the time of signing. That's all I got for you, Skip.
Oh, then
There's
bring
no
your
way in
cash.
hell I'm putting my career. You're putting it all on the line. And
All
I
on
get
the
it.
line, bro.
Hey, just play it.
Nah.
Hey, if God, I get all that. And I'm going to pray to God that I'm making the right decision by sitting my ass at home and not going out there and take them hits until they give me a contract that I deem is appropriate for what I've done for this organization and what I believe I can do moving forward. That's where I am.
Hey, bro, like
I couldn't say it no better, bro. Like, he on point. I'm not going out there and risking myself, bro. You know, in the NFL, you one hit away from it being your last play ever in your life. So, look at Ryan Shazier. What if Ryan Shazier would have had this type of attitude and went out there with no contract? Come on, man. No, you can't do that.
Shannon Sharp told a story about his brother, right?
Yep.
And in the story, he said that the Green Bay, they didn't set on the contract. So the day before the game, like the day before, he was like, I'm not showing up. I'm not playing. He signed, so they wound up getting the deal done. He came the second to last game, had a knee injury, never played another down in his career.
Decade, yeah.
And bro, it's just like that. Like, people as fans, we sit back and, especially some of the diehards, like, you get upset, you get mad that a player sits out because you want to see them play, you want to be entertained, fantasy. But this is this guy's livelihood. And don't get me wrong, 24 million would do me. It would change my life.
I got you. But not in retrospect to what you could have made if you go out there and hurt you. Nah, I got you. I'm with you.
And 200 mil, like that changes. I don't care who you are. That changes your life.
Everybody.
And he's supposed to make 23.
Life, my grandmama life, my grandchildren's life.
Bro, that's generational. Like you're creating generational wealth with those numbers. So if I was Lamar, man, I'd be like, look, I love y'all. We can continue to have this conversation every day, but I am not getting on that field. I just can't. Because Tom Brady don't need his knees. You know what I'm saying?
What?
I'm just saying, like a guy like Tom Brady, he just has to be able to move a little bit. He's not needing to run. You know what I'm saying? Lamar's game is predicated on the threat of the run. If he ain't got that, man, like you said, RG3, that changed. RG3 went from Heisman winning, playoff going,
track speed
to a pocket passer who just fizzled out the league. He said Lamar going to Tampa. I think Atlanta, hey man.
Atlanta got $145 million in free money next year. Yeah, they can get Lamar $45, $50 million for the next few years and still be okay.
Right.
Especially if you pay him all like a signing bonus big up front, and that way the rest of that contract is 15 to 18 mil per. Oh yeah, I'm with
it. Yeah. Lamar don't play, dog. Don't play, dog.
Call them boy tonight and say I ain't gonna make it.
Cause boy,
coach, I ain't feeling too good. I ain't feeling good, coach. My bank account low. I can't get over there tomorrow.
Look, I don't want to see anybody get hurt. You know what I'm saying? Knock on wood. Even my worst enemy, I don't want to see get hurt like that. But man, Lamar Jackson, if you get hurt, it's that team. They can choose to do right by you and be like, oh, okay, yeah, injury wise, we'll give you we'll forward your signing bonus or some shit like that. But it ain't gonna be no 200 mil. So I don't know, man. It's a hell of a risk. I wouldn't take it. But who am I? I got to clock in on Monday morning. So,
Yes, sir.
But that's it, man. Look, we came up on an hour. We're rolling into college ball right now. Texas and Bama about to start.
Georgia,
you know what I'm saying?
Georgia kick off at 12 as well. So we about to go ahead and cut these dogs on. Look at some of these young pups that going to get in here today. Because we finna blow these boys out probably in the first quarter.
Hey, man, all I say is make sure you play Singletary, man, and Humphrey, man. Don't have them boys sent down too long. They might start,
Hey, Humphrey played last week.
He did?
Yeah, he got in.
What about Singletary?
I don't think Singletary got in the game last year. I think Kirby went with the same secondary the whole time. Well, no. Everybody played last week. Everybody played last week. Except for the third string quarterback. Brock Vandegrift didn't play. But he playing this week. So.
Hey man, don't worry, bro. We got one of them DBs.
Ain't nobody going to the game.
One of them quarterbacks and one of them quarterbacks and one of them DBs gonna come over to be a Gator next year. You heard it here first.
Billy said he ain't fuck with that transfer portal. He good. He said he don't need it. He gonna be like Dabo and get his players blue collar, 3 stars.
You see who our transfer, bro? Our top 3 players. Well, 3 out of the top 5 players on offense is transfer guys. What are you talking about?
And Dan Mullen left y'all with all them good players over there. Y'all gonna bring in folks. Don't go to Florida. If you're hey Bryce, don't go to Florida, bro. Go play with your brothers. Don't go to Florida, Bryce. Don't do it.
Don't do it. Don't be disrespectful.
55 man. Out there eating pancakes too, boy. You see it.
Eating pancakes. That's what I'm gonna. Next week, man, I'm gonna try to get some of the guys to send us their highlights, man. Ask for Bryce.
Yeah, Tony them win. I think Tony them did win last night. Last time I checked, they was up like 20-10 or something like that. And that was in like the first and second quarter.
Shout out to Griffin. Man, we got to ask them, man, to send us some highlights, man. We playing these NFL highlights. Let's showcase some of our previous guys, man. Coach Watson, see if they got some Norfolk State stuff, man. Coach Kincaid, see if they got, just reach out, man. Try to get a little highlights for the guys that's been on the show since we've been starting, man. But I ain't got anything else, bro. You got anything else?
Nah, man, that's it, man. Finna get on these games, man. And guess what? I'm live from the Falcon game tomorrow. You know I'm going down to the stadium. I'm gonna be in the building, baby. You know it.
Man, nobody care about that stuff. Man, lock your car. Don't leave no Bibles in there.
Marta, baby. Marta. We taking Marta. Marta smart.
Hey, tuck your wallet inside. You know what I'm saying?
I don't take no wallet. Everything digital. You use your phone, brother. You just take your phone. You don't need nothing but your phone and your ID. Leave everything.
Boy, look, they didn't turn Atlanta to the Jetsons to make sure you don't get robbed, boy.
you still get your ass robbed, though. It don't matter. Hey, we out, man. See y'all
we out
next
here,
week.
man. Y'all be easy.